Hey guys, it's me. I'm finally doing my questions video. Here's my answers. I look crazy. I've had the craziest couple days. I babysat 2 extra kids. I have 3. Helena's 4, Elise is almost 3, Baron's 1. And I babysit a girl daily who is the same age as Elise, so she's almost 3 as well. They're like a month apart. And then on Monday, yesterday, I decided, hey, this friend needs me to watch her son while she's moving. Yeah, he just turned 2, so I had 5 kids, 4 years and under. Wow, that was crazy. And then today, the girl I babysit is sick. She has a really bad cold, so she was like kind of cranky, and yeah, so it was kind of a rough day. And then, this is TMI, but I started PMS. Not PMS. I started my cycle. But I am PMSing because I'm very grouchy, actually. This is a little crooked and it's going to drive me nuts. This is a little bit of OCD kicking in. See if I can get it up. Okay. I want to make this quick because I know most people don't like long videos. Or don't have time for long videos. So, I also wanted to say, sorry about the shaking computer. I don't know if that's much better. I also wanted to say big congrats to Amy, Dreamflight 6000, on her baby boy, Evan James. He is so cute. It almost gives me baby fever. Almost. So yeah. I have my questions. I'm gonna look at my iPhone and my smashed iPhone. I should show you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. See it in the corner? There it is. So it's not like horrific, it still works, it's just annoying. But we're gonna have a glass of champagne, and Janice is gonna answer your questions. Whoa, I haven't even got into the champagne, I'm already goofy. Okay, so here we go. I'll start from the first ones. So, Amanda Mama asked me, okay, are you still doing personal time for yourself once a week? Good question. It hasn't been like a set day, but I have been trying to get out every week, at least once, even if it's like going to the grocery store or whatever. It has been working. I haven't done anything really exciting, except on Sunday that just passed, I actually hung out with my friend, like pretty much the whole day. So that was really nice, just to have some time and girl chat and catch up and all that stuff. So I have been doing that, but I want to do more things for myself that are more enjoyable than grocery shopping. So that's what I'm working on. And another one from Amanda is, have you ever met any other YouTube moms? Funny you asked that. You asked it before I met a YouTube mom, but I did actually have a YouTube mummy meetup for the very first time with Kendra, who is 2 baby boys is her username. She's on here too. And we met at a spray park, a little closer to her this time, but next time we're gonna do somewhere a little more in the middle. But I was late. I felt really bad, but we met up. The kids had fun. They didn't really play together because they were at a park, so next time maybe it'll be, I don't even know what we're gonna do next time. We'll figure it out. But yeah, the kids didn't really play together because they were at a park, so they were kind of like, my kids just like freaking, they're fish, so they were like off in the water and like doing their own thing. I had to like keep looking for them. Where are they? Where are they? But I had a really nice visit with Kendra, so it was really nice to meet you, and I can't wait to see you again. Another one from Amanda. Do you enjoy traveling? Frick yeah, I do. I came from the Arctic in Canada, and we used to go south every summer. We used to migrate south. And yeah, we used to migrate south. all the time. We do like some trips. Like one year we go out to Alberta and Saskatchewan every summer to visit family, like my parents' families. Like my dad's from Saskatchewan, my mom's from Alberta, so we do that. And then sometimes, well, where did we go? We went to Hawaii one year. We went to Disneyland. I went to Disney World with a girlfriend of mine another year. We traveled across Atlantic Canada. Except for Newfoundland. We didn't get to Newfoundland. We just did PEI, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. Yeah, we pretty much just drove all around there. And I've been to a couple spots in Eastern Canada, like Ottawa. I haven't really been to Quebec, which is kind of sad. I'd like to go there. We're gonna take a family trip, like with my family, with my kids and my hubby, and do a cross Canada trip. I think one year when they're a bit older. Excuse me. We also did a little tour in the States. We didn't travel too much abroad because I think when we were younger it probably wasn't safe, but when my parents got older and we moved out, they started traveling all over. My parents have been to Cuba like 3 times. My dad really likes it there. My dad's been to Africa. He toured around Africa with some friends. Went to the Dominican Republic. My brother's been everywhere for his job. He was just in Russia for a conference. He was also in, I want to say Madrid. Was it Madrid? No, Qatar. In the Middle East. He's been to Egypt. He's been to Greece. He's been, like, my brother's been everywhere. And he's been, like, way far north, like, where we're from, but further where you can only get in by plane. So I hope that answers my question. That was a little bit of a long answer. But yes, I do enjoy traveling, and I really want to do more traveling. We haven't done a lot. We've pretty much just done like Canadian things with just the kids and Jason. I mean, you know what I mean. Anyways. Okay, next question is from Kendra. 2 Baby Boys is her YouTube name. Who is your favorite YouTuber to watch? That's hard. That's a hard question. Probably most of the people I'm subscribed to, or I leave comments on your video, I like to watch you. Yeah, if I'm leaving comments, it usually means I'm watching you, and there's maybe like 10 that I watch all the time, but I keep subscribing to new people, so I don't know. I don't really want to name names because I know I'll leave people out. I like Kendra, I like Amanda, I like Amy, I like Jenny, and then other Jenny. I have a love-hate relationship with Lucy, which I think a lot of people do, but I'm kind of on the outs, I think, with that. I really like Robin. I like Louise. I like Charlotte, but she doesn't really make videos. Yeah, there's a lot of you that I watch. Did I say Kendra? Of course, Kendra. Those are the ones and Tab. Who else? I know I'm missing a couple others, I can't think. But those are like the main ones that I watch all the time. Because they're girls like me and I can relate. Another one from Kendra is, how did you come up with your kids' names? This is a good question. Okay, so Helena Zen is my first daughter's name, and her name is spelled Halena, and Zen is spelled Zhen. So the HAL from her name comes from her grandpa, whose name was Hal, HAL. And then the ENA, my sister's name is Tina, but it's spelled TENA, which is not the common way to spell it. So she's like named after her grandpa and her auntie. And the Zen part, the weird thing is I've always had that middle name, like since I was a teenager. I used to want to name my kid Courtney Zen, but I mean I dropped the Courtney as I got older. but I've always kept that Zen. I just like the way it was spelled. I like the meaning of it. Oh crap, you're gonna probably wonder what the meaning of it is, and I can't think. I think it's pure. I think that's what it is. And it's Chinese. Is it Chinese? I think it's Chinese descent. But in Gwich'in, which is an Aboriginal population where I'm from, they have a lot of words spelled ZH, like ZHEH, Zeh. Zeh. I can't speak their language, but there's a lot of words with ZH, ZHOOU or OH, something like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of words that's kind of represents that too. It's really weird. And then Elise, my second daughter, spelled Elise. I just loved the name Elise. I actually had Helena, Elise, and Layla on my short list for girls. And Adriana. Adriana was more going to be a middle name, but for the first name, Helena, Elise, and Layla. My mom absolutely hated Layla. She like made fun of it, so that I kind of scratched out, and I was like, oh god. Every time I say that kid's name, I'm going to think of what my mom had said. She's like, Layla, lay me, Layla. Oh, my mom is crazy. She was just being silly, but that kind of stuff sticks in my head. So I chose Elise. I love that name. I think it's really pretty. It's an older name, like an old name that was used back when. And her middle name is Dawn, D-A-W-N, and my dad's name is Donald, but we all call him Don. We don't call him Donald. So she's named after her other grandpa. And then, so I wanted all my children to be named after somebody, so they'd have like a meaning for their name. That's just the way I am. And then Baron Mark is spelled B-A-R-R-O-N-M-A-R-C. Baron was actually on our short list for boys' names when we were pregnant with Helena, our first. I think we had Baron and Leland. Leland, we grew out of that one really quickly, but Baron liked for every single pregnancy. Like, I just knew that was my boy's name. Like, that's it. That's my boy's name. I love it. That's his name. So when we found out we were pregnant with Baron, it was like we didn't even have to find a name, and the Mark part came from one of Jason's uncles who passed away. I want to say 8 years ago. I knew him. He used to live with Jason when we first started dating. He passed away, I want to say 8 years ago. He drowned. It was a very tragic death. So all my children are named after somebody. So that's where I got my names from. Okay, and then I have a whole bunch. Oh wait, I have one more from Kendra. How did you and your man meet? Wow, that's a long answered question too. So I'm gonna do this really quick, and then I'm gonna have to make a part 2. We met in Inuvik, where I grew up. I was in grade 12 still. I was working at the little department store where it's like kind of like a Walmart. They sell music and clothes and groceries and like all the stuff in one, because that's just the way it is. It's actually the North Mart in my video of the town tour. But I worked in the music department, and Jason came in. He was up there visiting his mom, who went up there after her and her hubby split. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, he was up there visiting his mom, and he came in and ordered tapes. Cassette tapes, like, yeah, for his car. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. This is in like 1999. So I was like looking at him like, okay, whatever. And then he asked me, he's like, so are you gonna call me when they come in? And I was like, yeah, if I'm working. I was like 17, and I've never been hit on ever in my life, because in a small town it's kind of like, hey, you want to go out? Yeah, let's go out. And that's, yeah. So that's how we met, like the first time. And then I told my girlfriends about it like a couple days later, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's like totally hitting on you, blah 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 blah. You should like stop him." So then we found out what he was driving. So I followed him one day and like flicked my high beams at him until he stopped, and I got out and talked to him. I was really brave, and then yeah, we just decided to watch a movie. No, we did watch a movie, but we watched. He picked the movie, but I brought my friend over because I was really nervous, and I don't know, it's a new guy in town. Like I don't know nothing about him, so he picked Ants. Yep, that's how we met. I will see you in part 2.